It says the average cost of groceries will rise again next month. Consequently, butter and eggs can be expected to cost more next month. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, so what is our conclusion here?
Our conclusion is the cost of groceries will rise again next month.
That's actually our support. And what is that supporting?
Oh, it's supporting that there's a butter and eggs are expected
So,
to
yeah,
cost more.
so we're saying like butter and eggs can be expected to cost more because the average cost of groceries will go up.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
What kind of flaw do you see going on here?
Isn't this a I forget the name of which one this is, but isn't this that just because one thing is happening doesn't mean it's always happening?
No,
Like
actually, this is actually a hold apart flaw. It's not
a
really
whole.
because we're saying like we're assuming like what is whole, like or true of the whole must be true of the individual parts. So we're saying
Oh, okay.
like so like another example of like hold apart is like if I said, oh, this cake is super unhealthy, so all of the ingredients must be unhealthy.
Okay.
A cake be unhealthy, but it could have like milk and eggs in it that are healthy.
Yeah. Okay. That so if the conclusion was the first part, would that be a part to whole? Because I kind of get tripped up on those.
Yeah, so hold apart is whenever you're assuming something of the whole is also true of the parts, where part to whole is whenever you're assume something of the part, the greater whole must it be. So a part to whole would be like if I said all of these parts were made in China, therefore this car was made in China.
Oh, okay.
Parts could have been made in China, but the car itself was made in Taiwan. I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Awesome. Or it could be like this basketball team has some of the best players in the league, so they're the best basketball team.
Oh, okay.
Like they
Okay,
don't.
that makes
So we're looking
okay.
for something that is a whole to part flaw. So let's go ahead and start with A. Go ahead and read A out loud for me.
Okay, A. The price of gasoline has been rising each month for the past year. Therefore, we can expect to pay more for gasoline next month. So this one I see because the conclusion here is therefore we can expect to pay more for gasoline next month. And so I kind of like A because it's saying the price of gasoline has been rising, which is the whole, and the part for A would be that we can expect to pay more for gasoline next month.
So I feel like this one actually doesn't. I feel like this is more like circumstantial because I don't feel like we really have a whole going on here because we're saying the price of gasoline each month. So we're still comparing like months to months here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So A is still M to M.
That like we're saying like the rise is like where in 11 we're truly talking about like oh like gross like me I think this a better example of this would be like the price of gasoline has been rising each month, so your heating bill will also go up next month. That would
Oh,
right because like that's like the whole would be like the price of gasoline and a part might be like your heating bill or another
okay.
way that you purchase gasoline.
Okay, that makes sense. So then B, either the government will reduce taxes or the economy will fall into a recession. The government is unlikely to reduce taxes, therefore the economy will fall into a recession. Did everybody like B for a consistent flaw for this one?
Oh yeah, this is like saying like yeah, this is saying like you either do this or this. That's not likely to happen, so this will probably happen. Like yeah, that's not what our flaw is at all.
Yeah. Then C, the average amount of time spent by people younger than 20 in watching television has recently risen. Has recently risen rapidly. Therefore, the amount of time fourth graders spend watching television must have risen recently. Therefore, the amount of time spent for. So I like C. The because the comparison that they're bringing in is the people younger than 20. So that would be a whole. So essentially, it's just 20 and under.
20 and under. Yep. And what's our part?
but the part is they're specifying fourth graders.
Excellent. Great job.
Oh, okay. And then D was the one that I chose, just doing this untimed section, which was since sugar is a major ingredient in ice cream, the price of ice cream rises whenever the price of sugar rises. The price of sugar is expected to increase next month. Therefore, the price of ice cream can be expected to increase next month. So I kind of see where this is, why D is wrong, because it's kind of just showing a comparison of what's
Yeah,
happening. It's not really showing a whole.
like sugar is a major ingredient in ice cream. So whenever the price of ice cream increases, so does the price of sugar. The price
Mhm.
of sugar is expected to increase, therefore the price of this is actually a correlation causation. Like D is actually a correlation causation flaw, which is probably why you picked it because you kind of thought correlation causation was going like that's kind of what you had predicted for our flaw in our student.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was looking for, just regarding the flaw heading in. I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense for this because they're coordinating. Okay. And then E, real estate prices go down with when the population of those from 20 to 30 years old declines, and the number in that age group will decrease over the next decade. Therefore, real estate prices will go down over that period. So when I read this one, I didn't like it right away. It just seemed too kind of like out of scope for the flaw that we were looking for, or the flaw that I was looking for at the time. So I just crossed this one off immediately.
Excellent. And that's why our answer is C.